Since I've been here, everybody goes, ooh. When you look at the scores over the last 2 years, being 31-0 and 49-16, we've been outscored 80-16 in the last 2 years against this team. And you sit down and you start to watch the film and you understand why everybody feels the way they do about this program. I think they have Rutgers and Coach Shiano do a great job. They have a winning combination in the way that they play football. Coach Shiano's background is on defense, and they play great defense. They're very solid on defense. Their special teams, year in and year out, are some of the best in the leagues, and they don't turn the ball over. When you start to look at that, they're +5 in the turnover ratio. They're #1 in the Big East right now when you look at them. I keep talking about the turnover ratio. Last week we win 1-0 and win a low-scoring game. We've talked about in our 3 losses, we've had 9 interceptions in our 3 losses. We've thrown 1 interception in our 4 wins combined. And so you start to look at it, I think the most telling statistic in college athletics or college football today is the turnover battle. And this football team is +5 in the turnover battle. When you play great defense, really good on special teams, they've blocked 5 punts so far this year. Their kickoff return is #1 in the league. And when you look at them, they're going to be in every game they play. They lost 1 game by 3, 1 game by 4. They're a couple plays away from sitting there as a 6-1 football team, and it's a very young football team. They have 51 of their 85 scholarship players are freshmen, redshirt freshmen or true freshmen. They're a very young football team, and it's going to be a heck of a challenge. I'm glad we have the opportunity to play them here at home, because when you sit down and look at them, they have a freshman quarterback who is one of the better freshman quarterbacks in the country. I think he's 4th in the country as far as freshman quarterbacks, as far as pass efficiency rating. I think they've really found a gem with him, and he's really doing a nice job of moving the team and protecting the football. They give you some wildcat where they take Sanu and they put him in the backfield, and they give you some different problems because they have an athletic quarterback that you have to prepare a game plan against him, and then they have a drop back quarterback who turns and is throwing the ball and being able to execute the offense, and you have to have a game plan for that. So defensively, we've got our challenges this week. On offense, you look at it, I made the statement that Coach Shiano was very defensive oriented. And schematically, they give you problems. They're different than any other team we've played. They only run a couple coverages, but they mix them up and they cover them up very well, and they do a great job at disguising what they're doing. They will play man coverage and come after you, and they will drop back and they will play all zone. So you're in a little bit of a guessing game, same thing where you're trying to figure out what to call, but they've got everybody in coverage, or what to call, or they've got everybody coming up on the line, turning and coming at you. But they do give you some problems. Lowry's one of the most active linebackers in the league. I believe he's 2nd in the conference in tackles. Very active linebacker in what he does. I think 26 or safety, is probably one of the best football players they have on the team. He is their kick return guy who is doing great things for him in kick return. He's also a very active member of their defensive football team. On the special teams, like I said, they're #1 in kickoff returns. Our kickoff team is going to be challenged this week, and they have blocked 5 punts. I mean, that's probably as worried as I will be. I mean, when you sit down and you have to send the punt team out on the field, most people go, okay, we got a punt, defense is up. You better make sure you punt the ball first. Like I said, blocking 5 punts to this point in time, I don't know what the most in the season is. I think it's 7. They still have 4 or 5 games left to play, and they already have 5 blocked punts, which is a real tribute to what they do schematically, and they turn and create problems. You watch them week to week, and they give you offensively, defensively, and special teams. You're going to see almost a different team every week. They do a great job of turning and scheming what they're going against on both sides of the ball, and I think they do a very good job of it. So this will be a heck of a challenge for our players. They understand what we're up against. They understand the history with Rutgers, how we've lost the last 4 against this football team, and this will be a great challenge for us. But it's been, I think we've had everybody's attention in this 10 days, even though we've had the opportunity to get them some rest. We've really gone at it pretty hard this week, just from a mental standpoint and just making sure we're keeping everything polished up. So that's kind of a rundown of Cincinnati, since I haven't had a press conference since then. Kind of a quick rinse there, and then a little bit of the preview of what's upcoming with Rutgers.